Oh, boy. Okay, you don't know what beer pong is?
Okay, wait a minute. It's outnumbered overtime. Oh, team, baby. I mean, who starts the week off without a little love? Okay, now we can.
Now we can.
No, I don't know. You guys had to tell me seriously. Beer pong.
You're learning all these new things on the outnumbered couch, though, Harris. Isn't it exciting?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm so, live underneath the turtle shell. I really did not know what this was.
It's the little plastic cups, and you make them in a pyramid, right?
Okay.
I know a little bit. So I've heard.
3 cups?
Yep. Until they stay in that shape until you make a few, and then you re-rack. I mean, it's a...
So there's one in the top. So it's like a pyramid, almost like you have
so there's
pool
strategies. I mean, I don't know how you guys play, but some people play where you have to bounce the ball first to land in the cup.
Competitive.
Other people play where it has to go directly into the producer says that's cheating.
No, we just played overhand and get it in the cup. Now, the more cups there are on the table, the easier it is to get a ball in the cup. But as you take the cups away and you have a couple beers in you, it's really hard to get the ping pong ball in the cup. It's very challenging.
And that's what makes it difficult. See, by the end, if your other guy's making it, you're drinking every cup that they land the ball in.
So, I mean,
so Saturday night, if you have nothing to do, now you have.
Really
I think
it's very fun.
Next OT with this crew, we bring a table in and play beer pong for the 15 minutes of overtime.
I'll challenge you. I'll play it, but it has to be with tequila.
I'll make my skinny girl margaritas.
You better be really good.
I don't know. I'm just being silly. Jedediah, you apparently wanted to contribute something special, and someone on the live chat wants to know what, because they were watching the end of the show, and you said, okay, I'll save mine for Outnumbered.
Oh,
about Landry doing the keg stand. What do you think?
Look, I mean, I agree with Andrea. I think that these politicians are human beings, and we forget that. And anything that makes them look sort of normal, I actually think helps her. I think there'll be young people who look at that and say, oh, she's kind of cool, or people just have a laugh at it. And I think for Republicans to say, oh, we're going to use this and we're going to campaign off of this, I think makes them look really petty and out of touch.
Yeah.
It does.
Bad idea.
But I'm going to say what I said before. But cynically, there's always the campaign consultant with the BlackBerry behind him saying either hold that beer cup, wait, put that beer cup down.
Yeah.
It's never as authentic as you want it to be. So they saw that. They knew the picture. They wanted the optic of fun Mary Landrew at the LSU football game 6 weeks before the election. You think in December she's going to be doing keg stands?
Roll up the sleeves,
Probably not.
hold the puppy, hold the baby.
Go hunting.
Go hunting.
Don't give the baby to the keg stand guy, though.
Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama drinking beers and doing toasts and that kind of thing.
Estenard says on the live chat, there's a live chat that sits in the box right next to the one in which you're watching us. I'm with you, Harris. Being cool is not a leadership quality. It just shows. Wait, it moved fast. How, I guess, desperate they want to be to win.
Oh, come on. He could use a keg stand.
That wasn't her word. I put that in there because the chat scroll, but something like that.
You know what the thing is, though, Harris? Cool gets elected.
That's exactly
Barack Obama was cool. People viewed him as cool. That's why he got elected. People don't elect boring politicians. And everyone says, oh, I like my politicians boring, sitting in the office, getting down to the nitty-gritty. That's great, but they have to get elected.
Can they fight ISIS? Because I'll take boring.
I think a cool guy can fight ISIS. I think you can be cool and still kill terrorists.
Cool guy.
Like Pete Hegseth.
Is better with cool guys.
You've done keg stands and you've killed terrorists.
And beer pong.
I mean, does it get any better?
But you didn't do it while you were fighting terrorists.
Don't ask me which one's better.
Beer pong, blowing up terrorists.
Yeah, it's all the American way.
All right. So
that should be on a T-shirt.
Beer pong and killing terrorists.
I was going to say, I think we found your slogan.
There it is.
If you run for office again.
What is it going to be?
You're hired.
Okay.
Let me tell you, she can get you hired. Yeah,
I know.
She can run your campaign.
Then I have to leave the couch.
No,
you miss me?
You can just run it.
Of course, but you can do it from here.
I'm not that. I mean,
you told the whole country today you made it through everything without doing homework.
Isn't that incredible? I barely did homework.
Yeah, because you were working so hard in your parents' restaurant. All right, so during the commercials, we were talking about the White House thing because it popped up as breaking news, and Josh Earnest at the podium telling everybody, or the lectern, telling everybody, oh, it's a big challenge to balance access to the people's house and the First Amendment rights and what goes along with that, along with keeping the president, family, and all the tourists who come through safe and sound. And I said, gee, I remember a time when our First Amendment rights were not consulted at all, when the president decided to close the people's house. Andrea said, you should tweet that.
You should tweet that. That was genius.
No, I haven't tweeted it yet. I thought I'd talk about it here first.
And you also had another completely brilliant statement when you talked about the border. Do you want to drop that knowledge?
I'll drop that knowledge. So how can we secure the White House more effectively? Well, that should be on the list, but how about the border? If we can't secure the border, why would we think that we could secure the people's house? Like, I mean, it's sort of counterintuitive. If we can't keep people from coming in illegally, I mean, what's one house, I suppose?
Well, you know what?
That's a scary thought.
It is a scary thought. And when you live in a free country, you can never secure everything. There is a level of risk.
We should start, though, with the people's house,
absolutely.
Right? And the border.
100%.
I don't know.
I mean, you remember when they closed those tours, it was purportedly because of sequestration or the budget shutdown. Yeah. I mean, come on. It was a political, what they were saving there was peanuts compared to elsewhere. I guess the First Amendment doesn't apply when there's a political advantage to be
I think Sandra had the best point, though. Whether it's a big issue or a small issue, they never own it. They never say, we messed up, and heads are going to roll. And I think people just want to hear it sometimes.
Oh, because they don't want to admit that they're wrong, because right now there's more instances of being wrong than right.
Yeah.
I think you're more inclined to admit that you've done something wrong when you're on a good track and you have a great track record. Right now it's pretty hard to own up to allowing people to jump over the fence and run through the front door of the White House.
Just hearing you say that, I'm like, I wouldn't do that in Jersey.
That's
and I don't have the Secret Service at my house. I'm not trying to be flip. It's true. I mean, it should be one of our most protected assets.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it comes from a mindset where they are very invested in the narrative that government works, that government can secure. And I've seen it through how they talk about the Department of Veterans Affairs. We were going to talk about a story about the
It's a great point,
Health and Human Services.
Would this have happened if this was private security?
No, exactly. I mean, and because when you admit that DHS doesn't do its job well, or the VA doesn't do its jobs well, or the Secret Service doesn't do its jobs well, you're admitting that a system that they're invested in doesn't work, and it fails across the board.
Yeah,
that's a really interesting point. You know, getting back to what could happen in midterms, I guess my mind always rests to that Republicans don't necessarily have a narrative right now. And I know you talk about it would be a miracle if Dems held on to the Senate, but I wonder if Republicans can get a narrative other than what they don't want. Would that also help? Or do they not need it? I don't know.
I don't know if they need it. I mean, they're running on government dysfunction right now. And it's been weird to watch Senate candidates run ads about ISIS, about national security. I mean, this is when they feel that comfortable to go after sort of the whole echelon of failure, that they want to be talking about Iraq 6 weeks before an election. It shows you how far and how fast they've fallen.
But I worry that the greatest mistake could be that you don't, when you win elections, so if we win and we take the Senate, the Republicans, then they think that they've been doing everything right. And so they pat themselves on the back and they say they don't get a cohesive message because it's just, I'm not Obama. That worked the last time. They can't rest on their laurels. I think they have to give voters ultimately a reason to pull the lever for something, you know, other than just, we're not Barack Obama.
I mean, you know, President Obama, then candidate, gave the yes we can. I mean, maybe some form of yes we will.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just what is their narrative? What is their thing that they'll do?
The lack of a narrative always hits Republicans in the presidential elections because, once again, if you look back at 2010, they had this great narrative, you know, anti-Obamacare and talking about free market, whatnot. Then 2012 rolls around and all of a sudden, you're right, they get lazy. They feel like, well, we had big wins, so let's just keep doing what we're doing. No, that doesn't work when you have to solidify around one candidate that's going to win a presidential election for the country.
Right. What was Romney's message?
Much more important than
you're right. What was Romney's message?
Well, part of his message that I remember that actually was
effective
had to do with Russia. I mean, I seriously, looking back on it now, it didn't seem like it was important. But I mean, if he ever decided to run again, he could just Russia.
Well, I've heard his name pop up a lot more just amongst friends. I'm not saying it'll happen, but when you look in that rearview mirror so often, and so often you see that he was right about what he was saying, it makes you wonder, hey, the world would look like a much different place.
He could run on I was right. I don't know. Could you do that?
You could run on I was right on a lot of international affairs.
But you know what he couldn't run against? And this really hurt him? Obamacare.
Boom.
Because of Romneycare, and that was a huge issue.
And you know what? That's part of the reason why I think Republicans don't have a contract for America in this cycle right now. A cohesive set of plans is there is a lot of disagreement under the surface. Let's say Republicans take the Senate.
Very true.
What are they going to do about Obamacare? What's going to be advanced? The activists are going to want one thing. I mean, it's going to be a very difficult situation.
We always love having you. What's the next stop on your big tour right now?
On the tour, we're going to be in North Carolina in October 24th and October 25th. Concerned Vets for America, we do a Defend Freedom tour. We partner with a band called Madison
Rising. So you just came from where?
I just came from Louisiana. We were in Baton Rouge and Shreveport, not doing keg stands in Baton Rouge.
More serious. Playing beer pong.
And then I watched my Vikings lose, unfortunately, to the Saints at the Super Bowl at the Superdome on Sunday. But it was fun.
Yeah, I thought I saw some purple in there.
Yeah.
Very good.
I got my jersey in my bag.
So wait, what is this band?
Madison Rising. They're a patriotic rock band.
Oh,
great guys. Yeah, a couple of them are
Haven't
vets
they played on
themselves.
Fox and Friends? Or
They have played on Fox and Friends a couple
I've
times. They're
heard them
great
here.
guys, and
Awesome.
we partner with them. We free barbecue, bands,
sing?
bunch of speakers. I shouldn't let this
Harmonica?
out, but I actually I do sing.
Bongos?
I'll do anything really.
Guero?
But we've done about 15 events with them, and I keep saying that I'm gonna sing with them, and I am gonna sing with them at one event, either in Raleigh or
great.
Charlotte.
Do you have a
Someone
song in
do it.
mind?
Song.
Video
Well, they
of
cover a
that.
lot of like patriotic songs. One of them is "God Bless America."
Oh,
Nice.
I think that's a good one.
Oh, wow.
That would be good.
'Cause I know the
Pete.
words.
Are we going to roll on out of here?
I think we're rolling
I guess
out of
we
here.
are. Outnumbered Overtime is over. So for the TV version, check back tomorrow on Fox News Channel at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. on the West Coast where it's sunny. And right after, you can catch us on the web. Right back here. Have a good one.